All right. We are just waiting on a ready from iBar, and we will get this going. There's iBar. All right.
All right, and we were ready to see this going in three, two, one, and pills. So our 1-8 match, everything went to chalk in the first round for these two. And as they start off, JB, I think I'm seeing double on their boards.
Are you?
It's just a lot. No, 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 not
Oh,
not.
okay. Okay. You scared the crap out of me.
I'm talking about the similarity between the board styles. Sorry, JB is our restreamer, everybody. So that obviously would have caused him a little bit of a
oh,
heart attack. My apologies,
oh, yeah,
JB.
a slight one. You're good, buddy. Influx throwing together some really tight combos here. These are dimwit like combos he's throwing together. He's already down to 12 viruses, and Ibar is playing well, down to 19. But Ook, the big problem here for Ibar is he's just the bottom of his board is caked in viruses, and he just made a misplay on that red blue.
It really is, and this T is going to help out quite a bit. And I don't know if that was a misplay or if he just was seeing ahead to this play that he's making right there. Oh, you're talking about Ibar. I'm watching Influx as you say Ibar. I've completely messed myself up as well.
Hey, we're
So yeah,
professionals here. What can I say?
definitely caked in viruses. Yes, Ibar. Um, wow, what an auspicious start. So
at least,
yeah,
at
that
least the
and
play is better than the commentary.
as
Anyways,
as
uh,
Ibar is managing to get through, despite the fact that he's completely out of reds. It looks like that yellow and that blue. He's going to be out at 145 as Influx is already blazing right through his the start of his level 9.
absolutely here. And remember, we're bumping up the level blocks. It's levels 8 to 11 here. So more viruses for our players to clear, and definitely a lot more strategy involved as a lot more crucial decision making at the start of these stages. You can see these players be a lot more aggressive, especially on horizontal plays towards the top of their boards.
He really will, JB. And with Influx, he's already got his board about halfway down. Really, that's what you want to see. You want to see the board staying flat, not pulling up any spires. Ibar's got one little blue that looks like it's going to cause him a little bit of trouble, require a bit of a drill, but past that, he's doing much of the same.
Absolutely. It is still really close here. Ivar is having a bit of a struggle here, just getting through anything here, needing red help. Looks like he's finally going to get it, but he really needs to crack that board open. And with the RNG he's getting, it's making that a little difficult. And another misplay, and you see it there. You see
Yeah,
Ivar's reaction there. A little bit of a Packy esque head scratch.
yeah, that's one thing that happens. I like to say that misdrops breed misdrops. They get you out of your head with the game, and next thing you know, you've caused another one. But Influx has managed to get out at about a 317, and he is ready to get through that level 10. On Ibar's side, he's just got a few viruses left, but that's really going to put him behind the eight ball as they get to the second half of this first game.
And Ivar knows what he's in for here against Influx. Influx is the defending Dr. Mario Speed champion. And as we're seeing here, 32 viruses here on 10 as Influx really taking it to task here. You're going to see good players finish below 7 minutes here. This player's still shooting for uh, right around 80 to 100 seconds per level.
It's true, as Ibar manages to get out just a hair over 4 minutes. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is a rematch of the finals of the live championships last year, was it not?
I believe this is a rematch of the semifinal. I believe they played each other
Semifinals.
because it was Ibar versus Packy for the championship.
There we
So,
go.
but and as we say, Ibar, a very strong player in his own right here. Very well versed, pardon the pun, in versus play, but also very stalwart in his play here on the speedrun side as he's starting to catch up to Influx here. It's 25-12 now, 23-12. Influx is a bit clustered on his end game here.
Yeah, once you've made a couple of missed drops, it really does tend to mess with your brain just a little bit. We know that Ibar's a tough player. He's going to figure out what's going on, and if it's not this game, he's gonna find ways to roar back in the next one.
And he's got a very double friendly board here, which is good news for him. That means he can get things out off the board efficiently here. Looks like he's going to elect maybe to go horizontally with this red over in column 8. No, he is going to go vertical with it. I think he's just trying to get some sort of momentum here for his end game. But Influx already pretty deep here into level 11. And you see he is just blazing through here. Going to take a nice 4 viruses off the board with that drop cross. Now down to 32 here. Meanwhile, Ibar still struggling to get out of level 10, but he is starting to make some moves here. And he is going to get this nice drop cross on in his own right, and just needing a handful of blues, and he will be out. But Influx already here at around the 615 mark, up by a significant margin.
Yes, Ibar out at about a 618, and that puts him about a minute behind where Influx managed to get out of his level 10. So, like I said, he's got a lot of ground to make up, and maybe it doesn't happen this match, or this round, but there's going to be another chance for Ibar to really try to put it to Influx,
And
especially as Influx makes a missed flip on that right hand side.
a critical misdrop. So we'll reset Influx's days without a misdrop to 0. But Influx does have that play underneath to remedy that situation, and he does take that play down to 3 viruses now and just needs a red. He's going to get that triple to clear out. So Influx with a 705. Fantastic 8-11 for Influx. He takes game number 1.
Absolutely. I'm looking now at our hot times to see just where that would put him, since we've been seeing them all over the place. Might as well take a look and see where that's going to put him. Um, right at the number 20 spot. So, that's considering how many 8 to 11s we've had over the past nearly 2 years. That is quite a great time.
Fantastic time. It will be 1-0 Ibar. So we're going to get ready here for game number 2. Just waiting for readies on both of our players. And coming up next, if my bracket is correct, it will be Packy versus Dars, and then John Nash versus Floyd, our main event. It is looking likely that it will be an automatic match forfeit for Dimwit, so he is going to the semifinals. But let's not talk about those 2 matches. We've still got these 3 left. So we've got readies from both players. Let's do this.
Excellent. We got a 3-2-1 and pills in the chat, and these two are ready to get going. Ivar showing up with a nice solid level 8. Don't see anything that I dislike about it other than just how much red there is at the top of it.
Good boards for both players, and I love that horizontal play from Ibar. Really, really nicely done there, taking an early lead and starting to open up that board. But Ook, he needs red, and he needs it desperately.
Yes, he does. Both players sitting with very little access to blue. Uh, I think Influx has just a slight advantage on this front, but in reality, it's both players are just sitting looking at a lot of red, looking at a lot of yellow. Unfortunately for Ibar, it's even less of the yellow and so much more of the red.
And he's doing what he can here. I really like how he's just trying to make the best of the situation. He is making horizontal double clears, which really is something you're going to be forced to do in a bad RNG situation like this. And he's going to get this nice drop sweet tee. He's down to 11, but Influx has started to steam back here into single digits. And again, this is just horrendous RNG, and sometimes this is what the doctor throws at you.
It really is. And one thing we'll say about what Ibar has managed to do is that he hasn't wasted a single piece of red ever since it became obvious that that was going to be his pain point. That's really the thing that players learn how to do as they get better at this game is finding which color they need to focus on and making sure that that color in particular does not get wasted at all.
And Influx already into 9 looked like he was out at right around the minute 40-second mark, having to play a forced miss drop. But getting a nice horizontal triple and then clearing out the garbage down to 33, starting to funnel himself. And by that, he's keeping the top line of the middle of the board low, but keeping a higher virus elevation in columns 1 and 8.
As Influx is doing that, Ibar has managed to get out of level 8 at about a 206. Actually, I saw that his timer turned red just as he got there, so you have to imagine that's a very good time for him. And you know, honestly, that's a pretty good time for anybody. So, despite the terrible RNG, he's still having a pretty good play here.
He is, and he's trying to keep this competitive here and playing a little bit more of a color balance. I love that drop cross, getting 4 viruses off the board. You really want to see efficient plays like that because you want to make sure that clear rate is as low as possible. It is used as a tiebreaker when it comes to tie for points for our championship and our rankings. So definitely, the more efficient you are, the better.
Yes, indeed. On Influx's side, we're seeing him just finding nice, efficient plays, but a misdrop there on the right hand side is going to force him to burn through 4 different blue yellows, which he didn't see a single red in that time. So it's not really that much of a waste. It's just really a pain when you have to deal with that.
It is, and we are looking here. Interesting decision here by Ibar. He could have had a double. I think he's trying to go for this fat log. He's going to fat
He'll
log out
get
of
it.
9 at 345, and he's close. He's only 6 viruses off the lead.
And considering again how bad that level 8 was for him, this is some really, really good speed for him.
Both these players playing on high speed, which really only means that the gravity level is increased just by, I believe, 3 or 4 of a rate here, and that's only important the later on you get in a level. If you've ever played this game and you ever wanted to know what the doo 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 sound means, that means that the gravity is increasing and the pills will fall at a higher rate of speed. I just always thought it was just a random sound glitch, but no, there's definitely something to it there. Um, Nice use of logout. Yeah. Thank you. Exact same. And for all of you in our chat, thank you for joining us as well. It is our top 8 here in our January top 16 bracket. It is our top seed Influx versus our 8 seed Ibar. I'm JB Henry. I'm joined by Ook the Librarian, and we are in the middle of a hotly contested second game.
That we are, JB. As we watch Influx, he's managing to get uh, just the exact pills that he needs to get out of this 10. Really good play. Ooh, that's gonna hurt just a little bit. He's gonna be forced to either find a double blue or yep, build a bridge, which he manages to do to get out of level 10 at a 5:15. Really good time for him. And he's got a really double friendly board as he starts on this level 11.
Extremely double friendly board. This is a very speed adaptive board here, as you're going to see Influx make a lot of plays here to get things off the board in a hurry. You just saw him clear out 4 viruses with 1 pill. Plays like that are really what's going to take the cake here. And speaking of taking the cake, it looks like Ibar so close here, just needing to get a horizontal clear, and he is going to take it. And he'll be just one pill away, and there it is. But a bit of a struggle bus there on 10. It's about half a level between our players here.
He's out at 6 minutes, meaning that it's an average of about 2 minutes a level, give or take, considering that they are increasing the number of viruses in each level. But overall, 2 minutes a level at this level block, still not bad.
Exactly, it's not bad at all. You really ideally would love to finish it under 8 minutes, but a winning player or an above average player is going to be finishing at around 7:15 or less here. And it is just a couple of pills to go here for inphlox. Inphlox, I think, looking for the double yellow to get himself out of here.
Yeah,
So
he's been waiting for that for a bit, and as we know, double yellow. That's any double has only about what is it, a 1 in 3 chance of showing up.
1 in 9
So
chance.
1 in 9 chance. There we go.
Yeah.
So it's a tall order. If you were playing on the SNES version, that would be more likely to happen. As okay, Influx
Oh
is going to
no!
manufacture.
Oh no, he got it. Okay.
Yeah, he had to
I thought
manufacture his own double.
I thought he
Uh,
misdropped. Uh, but yeah, you see him struggling with that, and it's one of those decisions where, as he does take the match at a 7:22, it's one of those decisions where you have to make a determination of is the combo worth it, and sometimes you do just have to abandon ship and just clear things hard way. And Influx, I think, took a little bit more time than he wanted to make that decision. But Influx is advancing to semifinal Sunday, where he will be taking on Dimwit, more than likely, pending the outcome of our next couple of matches here. But Ibar does pick up 2 championship points here for reaching the second round. And congratulations to him for getting this far. I believe it's the first time we've seen him in round 2. So great news for him there. You always want to try to take the positives out of this. When we come back, it will be Packy versus Dars in a battle of old school players here. Two of our original players. We'll have that for you here on the other side of this break. Don't go anywhere, folks.